Aloha, welcome to Kokoro Jodo Mission YouTube channel. I'm very excited. I started a series of lecture on one sheet document or Ichimai Kishimon. And yesterday I took a video part 2, but after watching the video, I was kind of not satisfied with what I said. Oh, my grammar, something wrong. That was supposed to be was, it's supposed to be plural, and oh no, that's not. So I actually retake again this video. And that was very interesting. And I was talking about the next sentence, next short sentence, but that was kind of wrong. So I was talking about them. So now I come back. This is a kind of idea. Whenever you get to the dead end, how do you deal with the dead end? Okay, you cannot go. What do you understand the dead end? So whenever you go to the dead end, the best way is you return to the point and you go to the another way. And also one of the ways is that you go up higher and you look down. So this is like you worry about yourself. The best way is that you can be a guest of yourself. By being a guest to see, you can get out of the maze. Buddhism is like an ocean, the huge ocean. The more you study the Buddhism, the more knowledge. And actually that's very interesting, but we have to be careful that we should not be drowned in the ocean of Buddhism. So the way we understand, the way we know Buddhism, there are many attractives, but what we need is that we should not be drowned. We keep the faith. And also, I was talking about the dead end. So Buddhism is like kind of maze, the more, but whenever we get to the maze and the dead end, you go back. That is like the Shin Shonin, the teaching. If you are a follower of Jodoshu, and if you came across the dead end, is return to the Honen Shonin, so that you understand more. So anyway, I was very glad as soon as I upload the video, I get some responses from friends in the world. Thank you so much, and I also appreciate your subscription for this YouTube channel. That made me very happy. Thank you. The more subscribers, the more happy. I'm very simple, so thank you in advance to subscribe this channel. Anyway, one of the responses that I had a question from Jiko-san. That is, I introduced 3 translations, compared 3 translations. Which translation I would prefer? So the answer is, I want to postpone till we read till the end. Because I cannot give you final answer, because the way to examine the sentence one by one is another chance to look at the Ichimai Kishimon to understand new way. And I actually very excited and very surprised that, I never thought I could have new understanding of Ichimai Kishimon, because this was already discussed by great scholars and talked about many times for many years, 100 years, hundreds of years, 800 years, discussed and praised. So I thought, oh, no new understanding was possible. However, by comparing English and Japanese, we can have a new understanding. This is kind of great viewpoint that we have. So I want to share what I discovered. I talked about the first sentence, and I thought I had a conclusion, but actually not. One day later, I have new discovery of the sentence. So the key word to understand Ichimai Kishimon is actually the subject. What is subject? What is subject is a key word. And also, another key word is to divide. To divide, the sentence structure and the teachings. So actually, I will talk later, but to divide is that actually Honen Shonin's idea. It's not my idea. It's Honen Shonin that he realized that division. So Honen Shonin didn't use the word to divide or division. What he used was selection. That is Sentaku. Or, Jodoshu we say Sentaku. Senchaku. Sorry, it's a huge mistake. I'm very ashamed of myself, but Jodoshu. Nowadays, modern people, we say Sentaku as selection, right? Sentaku is selection. But Jodoshu, we say Senchaku. So, Senchaku, Ongan, Nenbutsu. Just, easily we say Senchakushu. And the Jodoshinshu, they say Senjaku, but Jodoshu, Senchakushu. So, Honen Shonin use the word Senchaku. Senchaku is actually selection. It means to divide. So, very Honen Shonin clear and smart idea is expressed in the word selection. And selection actually was talked about in the sutra. But Honen Shonin found the keyword of Senchaku. This is very exciting. So anyway, sorry, long time. So this series of lecture could be long. Maybe I talk about science, I talk about DNA, I talk about maybe astronomy, talk about Zen, maybe many ideas coming. So, but the important thing is that I'm not going to share my teaching. No. I'm going to talk about the teaching of Honen Shonin according to my understanding. That is very important. According to my understanding. And because everybody is independent, is different, right? So everybody can have its own idea. And I think American people are very honest. They clearly state, yes and no, Democrat or Republic, very clear. And Japanese, not dishonest, no, I don't want to say, but, very clear. So because they are honest to make sure their stance. So they sometimes, get in trouble whenever they get across the contradiction. Whenever they meet the contradiction, they have to suffer. Contradiction, which way? And, if that is the case, it's okay. Contradiction is actually okay. We need to allow contradiction because we are living in a great world of contradiction. That is birth and death. And birth and death is actually contradiction, but we have to accept it. And we have to understand the birth and death. So anyway, so I want you to understand by yourself. It's okay. You cannot agree every single word of the master. It's okay, or sometimes different, because we are different. We are living in a different age and different people. So it's okay to have your own understanding, because it's you. You cannot change yourself, okay? So it's you. So, and the Buddhism is actually talking about to you, only to you, only to me. So this is very natural to accept. So please be confident. That is like Buddha's last word, last teaching. Make yourself of your right. Do not depend on others. I think it's a great idea. And this is actually, wrong. I want to return to that, my new understanding of the Ichimai Kishimon. that I compared three translations, that I found that the Jodoshu Research Institute translation is something very new, and they changed a lot because the subject is actually Honen Shonin. That is, I do not understand the Nembutsu in this way, traditional way. So they put I, Honen Shonin, in the sentence. This is very unique, and I think great idea to put in the I. And of course, all statements, the subject is Nembutsu, but actually that is Honen Shonin understands. So Honen Shonin says, so I is actually omitted, but Jodoshu Research Institute put Honen Shonin, the subject I. By doing this sounds like express that Honen Shonin was very humble person. So I feel the great humbleness, modesty in the sentence. So Honen Shonin, the Ichimai Kishimon, they start. In China and Japan, many Buddhist masters and scholars understand that Nembutsu is to meditate deeply on Amida Buddha and the Pure Land. And next is very important. However, I do not understand the Nembutsu in this way. This is a kind of to soften, and the other is very strong. So maybe by comparing three translations, how strong Honen Shonin want to say Nembutsu is not the type of meditation that was taught by Chinese and Japanese masters. And how strong, and I feel that, however, I do not understand Nembutsu in this way. It's very soft expression to say, to deny the old, master's ideas. So this is, I feel, humbleness. And what do you think? Maybe you know much better than me. And another understanding is that Bishop Nakamura's translation. So Bishop Nakamura put subject as the method of the final salvation. The method of final salvation. He put method of salvation. So this sounds like, as for the method of salvation, Nembutsu is not the meditation. So this means, I think, I feel more possibility. Nembutsu, is not as for the salvation, as for the method of salvation. Nembutsu cannot be meditation, but this indicates that as for all your study, as for your hobby, Nembutsu can be meditation. So this is a more generous to other Buddhist schools, that as a possibility that you can enjoy your own hobby. So this sounds like maybe he's talking about the possibility in the future. So this this was a kind of new understanding after I talked about the first sentence. I was actually surprised that but the good thing is that the key word is what is a subject, and to divide. And next sentence is actually the first sentence and next sentence is a set. So in English, the sentence structure is, this is neither or neither A nor B. So the next is also Honen Shonin's denied, the Nembutsu. What kind of Nembutsu he denied? So we see. また学問をして念の心を悟りて申す念仏にもあらず。また学問をして念の心を悟りて申す念仏にもあらず。So this can be divided into まだ学問をしている。So 学問 is a study, is like academic study. And 学問をして is do study, do academic study. 念の心。悟りで、そう、念の心。心 is heart。念の心を悟りで。So, Satori is, I think many people nowadays know Satori is enlightenment. So, to understand, to attain the heart of 念仏。念の心を悟りで申す。申す is to speak. さたし申される is a passive of to speak. And this is 申す is to speak or to say or to recite. 申す念仏にもあらず。And so this is the sentence structure is this is neither A nor B. So the first sentence it says that this is neither. This is not A. This is not the type of meditation that was taught by Chinese and Japanese masters. And also this is not the type of Nenbutsu. So what kind of Nenbutsu Honen Shonin denied? Right? Talking about Nenbutsu. So actually, the first sentence, Honen Shonin, clearly denied that. Meditation. And next sentence, Honen Shonin, 念仏にもあらず。念仏にもあらず is, it's not 念仏。So it sounds like Honen Shonin denied 念仏。Right? But as I said in the first lecture, what he denied is adverb. What kind of meditation? He denied, this adverb. What kind of meditation he denied? So he actually, as a possibility, he didn't clearly meditation, but what he denied was meditation and adverb. That was taught by Chinese and Japanese masters. So he denied the adverb, not meditation itself, but adverb of Chinese masters and Japanese masters. That means new translation is traditional, just traditional meditation. He denied traditional meditation. And next sentence is, he denied, the sentence according to the grammar. 念仏にもあらず means it's not 念仏, but Honen Shonin grammatically intended that what kind of 念仏 he denied. So he denied adverb, not 念仏, but adverb. What kind of 念仏 he denied? So this is number one. What kind of Honen Shonin denied is that 学問をして is 学問をする means I study. So the 念仏 I study. So he denied that 念仏 by study. So he's denied this 学問をして No, this means you don't need to study. And next adverb is that 念の心を悟りて申す. So he denied 念の心を悟りて申す念仏にもあらず. So this is 念の心 is very important word, that 念 the kanji name. Last month, we are grateful that Thomas Sensei had a lecture at the Jodoshu Jodo mission in Hawaii. And then Honen, the Thomas Sensei explains that Nenbutsu is the present moment. And the kanji nen, as to contemplate. So nen, kanji is very strong meaning of to think of, or that means not like to think, very strong. That once you think, you never forget. That is the meaning of nen, strong. So in English, is that like to contemplate, maybe is a good word. Very strong and not forget, nen. And nen, Tsuma Sensei, that nen can be divided into two parts. That is kanji for now and heart. So this is nen. And now in the present, this is the happiness is not in the past, not in the future. And I knew, nen can be divided into two parts, because I watched the Disney animation, Kung Fu Panda. I really enjoyed Kung Fu Panda. And when I first watched the Kung Fu Panda, there is a Kung Fu master, is a legendary Kung Fu master. His name is Master Uboy. He's turtle, but the master said that, yesterday is history, tomorrow is mystery, and today is a gift. That's why it's called present. Something like that. So, happiness is now, here and now. And that's why the present, the gift, present. The now is called present. Now is called present. Present is present, right? So this is also to divide, to understand nen. If we divide now and heart, we understand. Now and heart, we understand. So, nen no kokoro. So again, kokoro is heart, and kokoro is actually very important because it represents the heart, and the kanji for heart comes from the shape of heart, and this is like the blood pipe. I don't know, daidonyaku, and this is like left room and right room of the heart. So Chinese people are very smart, great culture of invention of kanji, and this came from the shape of heart, and heart represents because it's so important. Without heart, we cannot live. So the heart means, the important, and sometimes it means essence, and also it means feeling. Sometimes we translate kokoro as feeling, and we sometimes translate mind, like body and mind, kokoro to karada, karada to kokoro, and also like comprehension sometimes means feeling and essence. So because the heart in the body is so important, it becomes the meaning of essence. So nen no kokoro means nen, actually contemplation, right? Contemplations. And no is in many cases apostrophe s, possessive. So nen's heart is nenbutsu's heart, nenbutsu's heart. Or Satorite. Satori. Satori is a kanji. So actually, this kanji, this shinben, is also means kokoro. And this is more easy to understand because this is a blood pipe, right? Blood, I don't know, blood pipe is correct English, but the pipe. And this is the heart of left room and right room. The heart of left room and right room. And the pipe and the pump, right? The blood go around the one to live. So this the heart of the blood pipe, left room and right room represent heart. So this actually heart means same. And this is kanji means myself. So satori, what is satori? What is enlightenment?